speaking of newer tattoo artists, we saw recently on your Instagram page that looked like you were working with a newer apprentice.
Yeah, I recently took on a new apprentice, Andre Colbert. I met Andre a few years back when I joined the Walker's Point collective. He'd been asking me from the very beginning to apprentice him, and I pretty much told him what I tell everybody else is like, don't do an apprenticeship. Just go like figure it out, do it yourself, because that's what I did. And then like also like get into a shop immediately.
Right.
Through a lot of that, you know, like he started listening to little things that I would say like, oh well, just do this, go, you know, go paint this or go look this up or whatever. And he was doing that actively and sending me stuff. So he like, you know, he's like, hey, what should I buy or whatever. And I'm like, oh well, this is like that, like, you know, that are good and high quality. And he's like sending me the receipts, and I'm like, dang, he just did it. All right, that's tight. Like, and then he got like some practice skin and did a practice skin tattoo at his house. Okay. And sent me the picture. And I was like, you are like really good already. This is crazy.
Okay.
And then we started like painting the murals together, and like he's just asking me again, like, come on man, I want to apprentice you, I want to do realism, like all this. And I was like, oh yeah, that's sick, like I see what you're doing, it's tight. And then you know, his best friend, or one of his really good friends, is Chacho Lopez. And he was like, I think Chacho is gonna let me at Walker's Point. And that's when I knew, I was like, well man, I really have to like make this move now. And it was kind of like a transitional period for the shop where suddenly we had a space available.
Okay.
So, you know, I did the thing. I went into Walker's Point. I talked to Chacho. I talked to Julian. And kind of like asked him, like, yo, I know this is your homie. I know that you said you would do it, but I have an open spot. He wants to learn realism. Like, and they were like, yes, absolutely. Like, we want to see Dre in there too. So.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how that happened.
All right, that's dope right there. So it sounded like he has one of those key elements that you were just referring to, as far as he has just a passion for the art.
Yeah, he has absolutely shown that tattooing is what he wants to do forever. Mm-hmm. To me, that is the most important step in becoming a tattoo artist, because this isn't like a come in and go out type of deal for me. Where if you're doing it, you're doing it forever. It's like a for life decision, you know what I mean? Because it takes so many years to like master it and pay homage and show respect and do like good tattoos on people. Right. You know? Right. He does several other things. He's incredibly talented at, and you know, while he has his own businesses going and his own like production going and tours, he just expressed to me, like I said, that with all that going on, all he wants to be and all he sees himself is a tattooer. And like, so I tested him a little bit, and there he is right now. And I said, like, look, you gotta, you know, there's a few things you gotta get done. Number one,
how y'all doing?
Number two is gonna be, you know, doing a watercolor of traditional tattoo artist work and reproductions of that. And then number three would be recreating a photo on printer paper with colored pencil.
Okay.
And like, so he did that right there, which is that baby. So that's all colored pencil right there. And then he did the other watercolors in like a week and a half.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, man, you are super talented, you're super ambitious. Like,
that's all right. We gotta get footage of that right there.
Yeah. So,
how y'all doing?
What's up? Good, good.
This is the guys that do Inkgeeks on Instagram.
Oh, word. That's what's up, man.
This is Trey right here.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you too, man.
Yeah, word.
Just getting some good words about you right here.
Oh, that's what's up. He's just being nice.
I'm not nice, you know.
That's not
All right, so transitioning a little bit.